Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into our channel today. Today we're going to go through the steps on getting your dog to heel next to your side. If you're going out to the duck blind or getting ready to go walk into a pheasant field or even just walk down the sidewalk, we're going to go through some tips to get your dog to heel proper. The biggest tip I can give you is teach your dog in a place where he's pretty comfortable. Don't go to a place where there's a lot of distractions or anything like that. Don't start off with a park where there's a bunch of kids screaming, or don't go to a dog park. You know, if you have to start this in your living room, start it in your living room. If you don't got much of a backyard, make sure the dog is in a comfortable area to teach him this, so then he grasps the idea of it. And then you could go to places to where he would be a little bit more distracted, like looking at kids play or other dogs running around, and then that's where you're going to be able to correct him a lot easier, because he already knows what it means to heel next to your side. So this is one of the methods that I like using while I'm training my dogs. I like the chain, the choke chain, more than the rope. And I'll tell you the reason why I like that a little bit more. With the rope, you know, it releases as well as the chain. But what I like about the chain is if you look right here and you listen, you hear that. And if the dog starts hearing that chain running back and forth, he knows that he can gauge himself if he's going too fast or too slow after a little bit of doing this for a little bit. So he knows, be like, all right, that's gonna tighten up if I start hearing that click. It's almost like a warning to him, basically. All right, guys, so I got Cash here, and we're just gonna get started into it. I'm gonna start with the first step that I like to do. It's the square pattern for getting my dog to heel. So we're gonna get started with that. So come on, Cash. So I start walking. I'm gonna do a square pattern basically, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of walk you through it. I mean, your dog will probably be fighting you left and right and doing whatever, but just get him to heel and pop next to you. So I'm gonna start walking, and I pivot and I stop and pivot, heel, and I stop and pivot. See, he's done it so much, he knows what the next thing's gonna happen. You always stop and pivot with your left leg. So you're walking in, heel. So you're walking in, left leg, go to your right. Watch out, Zip. Left, and pop him. See how he was walking out a little? Left, pop. Left. Sit. There you go, good. So that's the first step that I do, just to get him, and you want to get him to where he is looking around your leg, getting ready to take that left turn. So my first steps, I'm just gonna walk in a straight line with my dog, and see how he's kind of not looking at me. I want to pop him in a little bit, correct that, make it a pretty severe, and then I'm gonna turn and walk the other direction. If he goes too far, like see how he's getting ahead of me, I'm gonna pop him. I like his head about right there. He's a little in front of me, so I'm gonna turn and pop him. See how he's looking at me more, looking for that left step? Fell a little behind there. And one thing you gotta do as well, when you step, plant with your left foot and make the turn. So he can step around, because he's on my left side. I step and turn and pop him forward a little bit. If I went to go step on that, it would just be totally weird. You know, it's more of a pivot for you and the dog, you know, to step. And it's really, honestly, it's easier for you to make that turn. So you come up here, step, and see how easy it was to make that turn. Step. And he's doing really, really well. All right, so one thing that a lot of people I see don't explain, you see everybody stopping and heeling to a right turn, basically. Heel. you know, hit it, right turn. It's always a right turn. So what you always want to have your dog's head about right there when you're heeling it. That's where I like my dog's head sitting, about right there. So, because everybody says, you know, take the right turn, right turn. So after a little bit, your dog's doing really good at heeling and he's walking around you and everything like that. You want to start introducing a left turn where you just cut him off a little bit, So see how if the dog was in front of me, like say he was right here, I couldn't go left. So I want his head right there. So if I needed to take a left turn, I just bump his head and we go. Or if we go this way, or if we go that way. So that's one thing I don't see a lot of people teaching, is you want that dog's head about your knee. So if you need to take a left turn, it's just right into the dog's head. Like if I want to take a left right now, I'd be walking into his body and it'd just trip over him, stuff like that. So that'd probably be another huge tip, to make sure that your dog's head is with your knee. So if you wanted to take that left turn, you're able to, if that makes sense. But first start with the right and get the dog where he is walking exactly where you want, not too far forward, not too far back, just right in that right range so you can go right or left. Well guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope this video helped you out with your dog. Let me know in the comment if you have any questions or anything like that, and be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. Thank you much, guys. See you next trip.